Hello and welcome back to GVA Wasteland 2. It is time we leave Arizona and go to...
Just in time.
He said that 3 times now. And it's time we go to Los Angeles. Let's have a quick chat with Captain. Radio's tuned. I'm ready to call the team in LA. Just talk to Vargas and we can open up the party line.
Welcome, Rangers, officers. I'll give a more detailed briefing in a moment. But Captain tells me Lieutenant Woodson will be sending us a live feed any second, so we'll wait for that.
Oh, Vargas's picture's changed. Is it because he's standing up now? I swear that wasn't his picture last time. It was just the one from the shot. You know, this shot. I'm sure that was the case. And even if he managed to sneak away from you, you had an obligation to track him down. I'll double check that.
What I will tell you now is that we have sent Woodson with Ranger Team Foxtrot to Los Angeles to establish a base of operations. And so far, things are going well. In the last 48 hours, they have found a water source, begun building a perimeter wall, and have started seeking the source of the signal you helped us pinpoint. Once they've found it, you, Team Echo, will follow to help reinforce our presence there and learn more about the area. How are we coming on that feed, Captain?
Any second, General. Unfortunately, until we connect with the source of that powerful Los Angeles signal, contact with Woodson on the ground will be impossible. Only a radio operating above 2,000 feet is capable of receiving signals from Arizona over the intervening mountains. We have arranged a call at this hour while Chopper 1 is in flight, in the hope of surmounting that we... Ah, looks like that signal is coming in now.
Thank you, Captain. Put it on the speakers.
Very good, sir. Just one moment. Chopper 1, this is Ethel Captain at Citadel Base. Relaying your feed to the General.
Roger, Citadel Base. Reading you loud and clear.
No, it's deaf.
Snake. It's a beautiful day in Southern California.
How do, Angela? Tell me what you're seeing.
Roger, General. This is our first flight heading west of Santa Fe Springs, and so far it's more of the same. Just like yesterday. I know I keep going on about it, but this place is huge. The ruins go on for hundreds of miles. Hundreds. An endless grid of empty streets and wrecked buildings with only a few signs of life. Smoke from chimneys, farming in empty lots, locals coming out to look up at her chopper. Nothing big yet. No radio tower capable of... Holy shit. Excuse me, General, but I'm sorry. Just made visual contact with a large body of water. I've never... General, I think I'm looking at the Pacific Ocean. I've never seen water this big. It's bigger than the land.
Captain Death, I have visual on some larger structures. On your 2, Seal Beach coordinates.
Roger, pilot, I see him. General, we're coming up on, well, kinda looks like a warehouse or a factory, but I've never seen anything so large or...
Captain, structures are occupied. Repeat, occupied. I have visual on unidentified bogies on ground to the south and west inside compound. Advise.
Go ahead, Joey, but take it slow. I want a closer look. Just prepare for evasive action on my signal. Got it?
Roger, Captain. Proceeding.
Seeing some impressive stuff here, General. Place looks to be in good repair and well maintained. Fresh coat of paint and everything. Looks like there's a large community growing up around it, too. Some kind of...
Captain, clean visual on bogies. Ma'am, I don't think they're human.
Coordinates, pilot. Coordinates. I don't want it...
On your 9, Captain. They look like...
Robots. Well, shut my mouth. General, we got eyes on the bogies in the compound, and they're robots. Big robots. More than twice the size of any robot I've ever seen, and most definitely military. I'm seeing weapon and targeting systems, military markings, and it looks like they're taking a defensive posture around the perimeter of the compound.
Tell them to get out of there, Captain. I don't like the sound of that.
Yes, General. Chopper 1, pull out. General's orders.
Captain, we are being targeted. Recommend evasive action now.
10-4, pilot. Hard away north, heading 008. Excuse me, General. We're going to have to get the...
Bogey's firing, Captain. We have 1, 3, 4, 4 missiles incoming.
West 2 points. Climb, climb!
Still on our tail, Captain. It's like they're following us.
Jesus fuck, what kind of tech are we dealing with here? Away team, brace for impact. Hold on! Mayday! Mayday! We are hit! We're going down! We're going down!
Angela,
Well, she's probably dead now, so... Great idea sending her away. very glad of that.
Rangers, I cannot express the grief I'm feeling at this moment. To hear brave men and women on an errand of peace murdered without provocation or warning, forgive me. I don't know who did this or why, but I will not allow it to turn us from our mission. Indeed, it has only increased my determination to establish the rule of law in Los Angeles. If the savages there are in possession of such terrifying firepower, then we are needed. The people must be freed from tyranny. Team Echo, you will fly to the base Team Foxtrot established in Santa Fe Springs and continue the work they began. Establish our base of operations, make contact with the locals, and find a radio tower that will allow the outpost to maintain contact with Ranger Citadel, and also to broadcast our message of law and hope to the community. Secondly, you have two primary tactical objectives. First, you will look for the source of the God's Militia and Children of the Citadel broadcast that we have been hearing, and brief us on what you find. Second, you will find out who or what shot down Chopper 1 and determine what kind of threat they pose to the region and to us. Finally, but perhaps most importantly, you will do your best to win the hearts and minds of the LA natives, and by your actions convince them to trust the Desert Rangers. You will do this by offering to help them in any way you can, whether it be by bringing raiders and outlaws to justice or by bringing food and water to the hungry. The people of Los Angeles must know that the Desert Rangers do not come to them as conquerors, but as lawbringers. It'll take us some time to put together all the supplies needed for your journey. So if you have any unfinished business in Arizona, or if you need to stock up on arms, armor, and ammo, now is the time to do it. Once you go to LA, you will not be returning here until your primary missions are accomplished. That's all I have to say. Any questions?
We took out Commander Danforth, so the RSM shouldn't bother the Rangers anymore. Well, I suppose it's good that the RSM problem is resolved. Too bad we couldn't find a more peaceful solution, but at least they won't be harrying us anymore. What intel can you share on the God's Militia, sir?
Watch out for that group. They seem to be calling for open warfare against the rest of the world. Keep your rifles clean and your powder dry.
That's a bit of an old-fashioned term, but okay. What do we know about the Children of the Citadel, sir?
We don't know much about them except that they seem to be led by a madman who believes that man and machine should become one. Be careful in your investigations. They sound dangerous and unstable.
Yeah, I know the type.
Report to the helicopter pad when you are ready, and we'll send you on your way.
It's open.
Dismissed.
Right. I'm going to go speak to Mer Captain because she's the only one I've not been able to speak to since returning to the Citadel. Hopefully, I should be able to get a requisition order for all of the freaking work I've been doing. Right. So the loss of the nuke destabilized the monks' territory. Hope that doesn't cause troubles later on. Welcome back, Echo. Guess you might be looking for some gear for your mission to LA. I put aside an extra requisition for you. The General didn't order it, but I'm guessing he wants you geared up to the best of the Desert Ranger's ability before you go over the hill. Any interest in this portable video game system? It's broken, but it's pretty cool looking. Ha, if only I could turn cool straight. If only I could turn cool straight into new tech, but I'm still intrigued. I'll take a look, thanks. What have you got for us? Some very nice pieces, let's see. I pulled out some of my best work for you. Based on what we've seen, well, heard, you're gonna need it in SoCal, presumably South California. I took a few of the microchips out of that portable video game system. Immediately, apparently. Couldn't turn them into anything immediately useful, but I learned quite a bit. Still worth letting you look at some of my other gear. So, I've got 2 requisitions allocated for you. I must say, you have very little of any interest. I'll take the Law Rocket, the Mobile Infantry Armor, and the Ion Blast. Oh. Can only take 2, so I'll take the Ion Blaster over the Rocket. Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's only 1 item per rec. I'll let you know when I got more for you. Okay, so I give him the best armor. And this one goes down the line to Ralphie. And I can flog that. I think that is everything. I've got all the equipment I can really use, the best stuff I can find at least. Unfortunately I couldn't get any more explosives for Bert, so I'm just stuck with all these grenades, dynamites and one law rocket. But let's have a look. Anything here to loot? Doesn't look like it. Until recently, this is one of just 2 functional helicopters left in Arizona. The other one just crashed in California. You better hope someone with a rank in helicopter pilot is behind the stick when you take off.
Listen up, Rangers. This helicopter can still hold more personnel. If you want, you can take some of the companions you recruited during your travels with you.
Ooh.
Otherwise, let me know if you're ready to fly.
Yeah, okay. I want to take... Screw it, let's just take all 3.
Okay then, are you ready to fly? Then
yes.
Get on board and make the Desert Rangers proud.
Dun 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 na 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 na. Oh, the goat got on as well. Rangers, why are you taking a goat to LA? It's part of the team, sir. Don't question it. And off we go. Why has it got explosive barrels strapped to the side? As the helicopter rises above Ranger Citadel, Team Echo doesn't know if they're going to Los Angeles to assist Team Foxtrot or to avenge them. Well, we are the Revengers. Or what sort of enemy waits there? The voices on the radio are ominous and confusing, speaking of blood and bayonets, a golden future, and the end of days, the perfection of man, and the destruction of the Desert Rangers. Are these words proof of credible threats, or just the ravings of madmen? Probably both. And did one of those madmen shoot down Team Foxtrot's helicopter? Or was that just some other dangerous aggressor as yet unknown? Of more imminent concern is whether Team Echo will reach Los Angeles at all. The chopper has just enough fuel for the trip as long as the weather conditions are perfect. Why is this done in text screens? This is a video game. Visuals. Unfortunately they are not. Toxic rain, cyclone winds and thick fog force Team Echo to reroute again and again. Nor is nature the only threat. More than once on that long journey they are shot at from the ground, proof that more humans had survived the apocalypse than they'd previously thought. And sadly, also proof that man's first instinct on meeting this fellow man is still to shoot first and ask questions later. Finally, after an endless night, the sun rises, revealing the steaming green swamp of Los Angeles below them, and their radio is suddenly crowded with strange transmissions. And crackling through them, a mayday from Team Foxtrot. Their position is being overrun by savage beasts. Team Echo races to their aid, but just as they have a visual on the Ranger camp, the chopper's engine sputters and dies. Of course it does, the fuel is gone. They're going down. Oh, so that's Los Angeles. That's what this one represents. Okay. Scotchmo, Pizepi, and Corin Kane. Well, considering it crashed on what looks to be a frickin' water tower, it's done very well.